Alright, another Google is Evil update video here on YouTube. Yes, the evil platform that must really realistically has to be used because of the way the infrastructure has been created. It is what the people are using. They put all the other things out of business, and this is all we have as a business. So anyway, just a pragmatic fact, sadly. So anyway, on the website there, here are two videos this week, basically on the same subject of nihilism and how it's a really stupid philosophy, but clearly migrates into arguments about pragmatism regarding being a utilitarian, and which is just another word of a realist, and that sort of blends into there's two conversations: the one on the academic level that is completely vacuous and empty and meaningless, and the one that is completely internal, human, an individual human, defining the terminology, trying to find a way to calculate a way of playing the game of life where you aren't ludicrous, where you aren't pointless, where you aren't just being a Google cog in the Google coaster, just a mere player who is played, a pawn, yes, in the game of life, that kind of thing, and how it's can cause some turbulence in the construct of the emotional human to have to deal with the actual matrix, looking at the actual code, the actual game being played, and trying to find some food or nutrition, in the raw bits of bullshit kind of thing. It's all kind of metaphorical, but that's all you can do with this kind of conversation. Yes, Snake, Ray, is a bit nutty. But the fact is that the truth, what he's seeing are not purple ducks or pink elephants. They're the real components of a very real problem of really being intelligent and sensitive. Very hard to be these things in the same person. Alright, so anyway, feel and think. Because you will get insights into things that will not make you feel good. And it's difficult to think good when you don't feel good. So it all gets very, very difficult. But anyway, so this is the real conversation, although it's in a language of, kind of gibberish. I'll play some of it. What the hell? Everybody say, hi, Ray. Be nice.
On at any given time. So the way my system is configured, actually...
I don't know what the little blue band is. So on some level, me and Ray are a lot alike. It's just kind of funny, but he just has those little things. It's like the fake Sagan thing, with the fingers that bend backwards and stuff. It's just these little things. They're just, whoa, that's way off. That's not me. But it's close.
Is when somebody is trying to make me angry, I can see that, and I know it to be true, well, that initiates a series of switches that convert raw...
These things really aren't wrong. He's drawing on the blackboard, okay? So he has it all written on a blackboard that he's seeing, okay? And these are the components, these little boxes here. This is, the emotional, what are my glands doing? What is my past history? What is world history of mankind forever? what, these are all different boxes that he can see, okay, and he can point out how, yes, I've already been there, I've checked that, this means that, the byproduct always ends up being the number 3, whatever it is. Just giving, I mean, if you don't watch any further, if you don't watch some of Ray's videos, you're not going to get what's going on. So I'm just trying to explain to you what's going on so you get it.
Anger into cheerfulness, because I know that if I'm cheerful to someone who's trying to make me angry, it will only infuriate them. Now, infuriating someone...
Right, so now he's pointing out how making them mad isn't going to help, but, okay, it will just add more energy, because they will now double down on being ludicrous, and that will just be more comic relief, which can only fuel my self-esteem as I'm brilliant. Because even though they're being double ludicrous now, I'm still not reacting. I'm still not letting them win. I'm not letting them provoke me to say, you're so stupid, you ought to get run over by a truck. Yeah, they're not making me say that. So I'm winning.
Someone is wrong just as a motive in and of itself, but here's the thing. There is nothing wrong with being cheerful and cordial to someone. There isn't. You should always be as cheerful and cordial as you can manage, and I gotta tell you, when somebody's trying to piss me off, I can manage a lot of cheerfulness and cordiality.
See, he really feels good about it, because yes, this is how you win, is controlling how you react. And that's the game. That's the only part you have power over. In terms of, you don't have any power. Your brain has to first think of it. Okay, so you can't force your brain to think of it. But the fact is if your brain realizes that the only thing I have control over is my reactions, and then if I put my reactions through a filter, I can control the reactions. And then I have power.
Like, the fuel is anger, man. So, I mean, the more you're trying to make me angry, I mean, it goes through. It's like, okay, anger activate. Oh, but then it goes through the conversion pathways and comes out as cheerfulness. So,
right. And he gains a little more power because he won by not being owned by the impulse to get into drama. And, yeah, I have, brilliant. I mean, I wish I could do it better. I'm really bad at it because I do react, and clearly I pay a high price for those reactions because people clearly abuse little incidences. At 3 o'clock in the morning when I totally lost my patience with somebody, and they take advantage of it. Even though I don't take back any of that because it was honest, but I mean, it's just sort of bullshit, right? Yeah, it's sort of bullshit. It's like they get you on film being drunk, and then they just keep, every time you go to an award ceremony or something, they play the drunk film. And you're like, ah, man, let it go already. But they don't let it go, because that's not their agenda. Their agenda is just to slander, and that's all, paint the wrong picture every single time. Put the wrong context every single time. Put the painting in a shitty frame every single time, because they don't have anything else. That's all they have. They haven't got an argument, so they have to resort to the poor framing and the idea that they're going to provoke the reaction from you. My reaction is, wow, you really suck, and you're just proving how great I am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for affirming my knowledge that I'm really good and you really suck. Thank you for confirming my opinion. Yes. All right. So anyway, so it's more of that. Well, the video is some of that. It was more on the nihilism thing and how stupid these fake intellectuals are. But I'm just saying, it was in the context of Ray sorting through his personal encounter with reality, which is, always good to see. And it's personal in some sort of really personal, not, in the I have to live somehow in this mess way, personal story way, not in some generic, this is how you walk down the road way. It's just like, this is the road I had to walk. And this road has gravel in it and has other shit that makes the road walking even harder. That kind of thing. Something like that. Anyway, some of these videos are worth watching. Some, I don't know, will take you down at dead ends, but I mean, some of it is really quite insightful. So, good work, Ray. And such. So, till the next time and such. The video on the website, blah, 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 blah. That's the way the game's played now. Okay, so, till the next time and such. And stop. I think I'll say stop recording. I have to have some little flashy thing for the end and the beginning, but just couldn't be bothered. No, it's not really that. OBS just, I don't know why they don't have that just built in, you know, little, whatever you call that, splash thing, you know, I should just be able to make a little splash thing, it pops on, blah, 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 blah. They don't have it. Anyway, so they didn't have pause for the longest time. I mean, some, you know, what do you need a pause button for? You know, it comes in quite handy. Anyway, till the next time and such.